Sports cars come and go, but there is only one that has been crowned for being the best-selling two-seater sports car ever. This one holds a Guinness World Record. Heck, it is also the most raced car in the world. The car we are talking about is none other than the Mazda MX-5, a true icon that has sold over 1 million units since its debut in 1989. Hello everyone, welcome back to Dottie in Devon. In this video we're going to see for ourselves if the Mazda MX-5 really deserves the title, or is it just overhyped? Let's find out. We're going to start with a bit of history. The MX-5 was launched back in 1989 and people went nuts for it. Mazda took inspiration from classic British and Italian roadsters, but they made it reliable, affordable, and most importantly, fun to drive. Over the years, it has kept that same simple formula. They make a car that's lightweight, has a rear-wheel drive, and a naturally aspirated engine. When people see these things together in a sports car, they jump to buy it without giving it a second thought. This is the biggest reason that after 4 generations and 35 years, it is still selling like crazy. How many other car brands can say that? No one. Now, what makes it special? The answer is simply that this car is fun to drive. You don't buy an MX-5 for its horsepower, because its horsepower is 181, which isn't exactly the best you can get. But you don't buy this car for horsepower, you buy this car for how it drives. It weighs under 1100 kilos, so it doesn't need massive power to feel fast. The steering is sharp, the balance is perfect, and every shift in the 6-speed manual makes you feel like you're actually in control of something exciting. Even the automatic is pretty decent. That's the reason people go nuts over this. Now, before I tell you the coolest thing about this car, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more fun and honest car reviews. So where were we? Yes, the coolest thing about this car. It's the convertible roof. If you ask me, this is the way a sports car should be. Open, free, and letting you feel every bit of the drive. The soft top is ridiculously easy to operate. You just have to unclip and push it back, and it's electric on the RF model. But the most incredible thing about this car is not just the open-air driving or the lightweight feel, it's how engaged you feel behind the wheel. Everything about the MX-5 is designed to make you feel like part of the car. The moment you sit down, you notice how low you are, how close the shifter is to your hand, and how perfectly placed the pedals are for quick, precise inputs. This is why the Miata, as it's known in North America, has developed such a cult following. Owners race them, modify them, and keep them for years. It's one of the few cars that people form real attachments to, and that's why you will see MX-5s from every generation still out on the roads today. Nothing else really competes with it in any way. Sure, some cars come close. The Toyota GR86, the Subaru BRZ have a similar lightweight rear-wheel drive setup, but they are not convertibles. The BMW Z4 and Porsche Boxster are also great at twice the price. As of 2025, Mazda is still the only one doing all this at this price point, which is why people still buy it. Speaking of price, the base model starts at £27,690. This means it is one of the most affordable real sports cars on the market, but you'll probably want the club trim, which adds a limited slip differential, sports-tuned suspension and upgraded brakes. And if you really want to go all in, there is the Brembo BBS Recaro package, which gives you better brakes, lightweight wheels and sports seats for an extra £3,500. That's a lot for an MX-5, but if you're serious about driving, it's worth every penny. Now let's talk specs. There is a 2-litre 4-cylinder engine which may not have turbo power, but it loves to rev up to 7,000 RPM, and that's what makes it exciting. It accelerates from 0 to 60 miles an hour in 5.5 seconds, which clearly means it's not the fastest sports car out there, but again, people buy it for how it feels. Now, I won't pretend this car is perfect. It has barely any storage, the trunk is tiny, the cabin's not much better. If you're tall, you might feel a little cramped. And then there is the infotainment system. Mazda finally gave it a bigger 8.8-inch screen, but they still make you use that rotary controller instead of letting you just tap the screen. If you're using Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, then yes, it works like a touchscreen, but for everything else, you're stuck spinning a dial to select things. But at the end of the day, none of these things matter if you're buying an MX-5 for the right reasons. If you want big horsepower, loads of storage and a quiet ride, this is not your car. But if you care about pure driving joy, if you want something that feels alive every time you get behind the wheel, there is nothing else like the MX-5. These are the reasons it is still here after 35 years and why we'll probably still be here in another 35. Now tell me, which car should I review next? Do you have a favourite model? Suggest a name in the comments below. Oh, before you go, make sure to subscribe to my channel because exciting car content is coming your way. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.